Are you still there? That's a silly question. I know you are. It's hard to let go of things, isn't it? You stillborn head. You see, when you're soaked in the water, all the way down to the bottom, with all this pressure on you, they say it's excruciating pain when you make contact with the air again. It doesn't hurt to invite the water in. Might even be a relief for your flesh. And in the end, that's what lasts from it. But fear not. You won't have to worry about this anymore, friend. You're deep down the lake.
Salutations, my friend. Welcome to my place of abode. I didn't have time to set the cubes and triangles in their designated places. Excuse me for that. They're all over the place, but please, make yourself at home. You ask? Well, I'm kinda lost, to be honest. But at the same time, I've never felt so close to myself. That doesn't answer your question very well, right? Forget about it. Just call me my girl.
Okay. So let's just have a recheck, replay.
Then, oh fuck! Oh fuck!
Oh! That was the wrong one.
I didn't know I had that mod on.
This is my music player. Use the center button to pause and resume songs. The left and right buttons can be used to navigate between tracks. You can also use the far left button to change between versions of some songs, and it also can swap through different voice clips you may come across. And lastly, the far right button, which can be used to restart the music. Very practical, right? Have fun!
Too bad, too bad, too bad, too bad, too better luck next time, better.
Come on, don't give up just yet, come on.
Why not try again? Why not? Don't feel bad. I know you're trying. Don't feel oops, oops, oops. Don't dance in that. Don't dance in that. Too bad. Too bad. Let's play again. Let's play again. Your chances aren't over. Why don't we bet your fingertips in the next try? I'm sorry. We're not done 'cause yet. Let's play again. It looks like I'm the best and you're the worst. It looks like I do feel bad. I know you're trying. It's a shame you'll have to start from the beginning again. It's a shame. It wouldn't be so fun if it was first try. It wouldn't be so many games to play. So little time. So many. You know my nature, and I know yours. You know I am God. Checking out the game over lines. Checking out the game over lines. It looks like I'm the best and you're the...
It seems your fun was short-lived. It seems your endeavors were futile, my friend. Your career is the fall of an enterprise. Let's go for an encore. Call me the chaotic evil. Infinite fun, infinite chances. Let your spirit leave your body. The fun was just getting started. Your life isn't so endless. It seems your fun was short-lived.
Time may bring changes as it passes, but I found you. This cliche never dies. You can't run, and you can't hide. This really was a Sonic legacy, FNF. This really so little time. Wouldn't you agree? So ready for round 2. I'm gonna get ya. I am God. I am God. Sonic loves to see you run. From I am Sonic IC and I'm evil. I am Sonic. Time may bring changes as
Let's get it.
round 2.
Let's get it. Infinite fun.
So little time.
Oh,
God. Found you.
let's get it.
Round 2.
Infinite fun.
So little time.
Face the wrath of my rodent rap! Face the wrath of my rodent rap! Wow, I gotta say, you really can't keep pace, can you? Wow, you're not very good at this, are you? Your legacy won't be one to remember. I only need you to try again with me. Hey, I think I know you from somewhere. Hey, time to write your obituary. Time to write your You're too slow. Come on, keep it up, will ya? Why not try again? Why not try? Keep it up and don't get left behind. Try again. Try again. Too slow. Keep count of your tries. Keep ready or not. Here I come. Hide and seek, can't you see? Play the notes. You're so fun. Face the wrath of my rodent.
I may be the first, but for you I am the last. Welcome back, old friend. Each death feeds the cycle. Tell me, are you listening? Tell me, your execution is at hand. You are going to remember this. When you die, we'll meet again. When finally, I missed this quiet. Get lost. Get lost. Such tender flesh. You've met your lord now. I may be the first.
Ah, what a delightful piece of art. I don't recall where I got this from, but it almost feels like something sacred. You're also friends with Mr. Sonic, aren't you? Did you know a triangle has the same amount of sides as a cube? Well, me neither. Thank God I always carry my geometry book around. Needing a hand, fella? I can lend you mine if you want. Just don't lose it, okay? I can't spend another week trying to find it like that time Mr. Sonic pranked me. Did you know a triangle has the same amount of sides as a cube? Well, me neither. Thank God I always carry my geometry book around.